What's up? I'm Vin, and today I want to take a look at a few percent problems. So for question 1, we want to know which of the following can be written as 84%. Now just know this notation, 84%, percent means out of 100. So I could get rid of the percent sign and just say that this is equal to 84 over 100. And now it's just a matter of reducing. So we could divide the top and bottom by 4. And if we divide the top by 4, that's going to equal 21. And if we divide the bottom by 4, that's going to be 25. So this is going to match up with choice B. Now question 2 is asking us which of the following, well, all of them are equal except one of them. So 50% of 400. 50% is the same thing as 50 out of 100. And of in math tells you to multiply. So 50% of 400, just multiply these two. And we could cross off common zeros here. So now we just have 4 times 50, which is equal to 200. So A is really equal to 200. B is equal to 200. So this tells me that these two match. So it's not going to be choice A or choice B. 400 decreased by half. Well, this is equal to 400 minus half of 400 is 200. And that's also equal to 200. So this one's out. And now 150% of 50. So that one, 150% is 150 out of 100 or over 100. Of means multiply, and then we're multiplying by 50. So now if we cross off the common zeros here, notice what we could do is we could cross off another common zero like this, and now we just have 15 times 5, which is equal to 75. So it's looking like this is going to be the answer choice, but now I'm just going to verify that choice E is also 200. So 100 is increased by 100%. So if we increase 100, so we're increasing 100 by 100% of 100. Well, this tells us here, remember 100% means 100 out of 100. So if we do 100 plus 100% of 100, that's going to equal 200. So that's why choice E is not the answer, definitely choice D. For question 3, we're expressing 379 out of 359 as a percent. So if we just type this into a calculator, the expanded decimal is going to be 0.57, and then we have 5, and it'll be 1138088. So this is a very messy decimal, but we'll just round this to the nearest tenth. So if we want to express this as a percent, the key to transforming a decimal into a percent is we're going to multiply this by 100. So as a percent, we have this decimal 0.57511, and there's a lot to write and a lot to say, but we multiply this by 100, and now we could express it as a percent. But multiplying it by 100 is going to move the decimal 2 places to the right. So this tells us as a percent, this is 57 point, and we'll round this to the nearest tenth, 57.5%. So that's going to be our solution to question 3. Now for the next one here, we're finding 20% of 60. We want to know 20% of 60 is what number? So 20% means 20 out of 100. Of in math tells you to multiply. 60 is means equal. So now we could just cross off common zeros. So we could do this, and 20 divided by 10 is equal to 1. So now we just have 2 times 6, and 2 times 6 is equal to 12. So this is 20% of 60. Question 5 is a very similar type of question. So we have 80%, which is 80 out of 100, of 50. So we're multiplying by 50 is what number? So we're just going to solve this out. So 50 over 100, we could cross off a common zero. And then 80 over the leftover 10, we could cross off a common zero. So now this is just going to be equal to 8 times 5. And that's just going to give us 40. So 40 is definitely 80% of 50. So for question 6, we have to compare column A and column B. So the best thing we could do is just simplify both of them. 80% of 72,000. So 80% is 80 out of 100. And we're multiplying by 72,000. So this we could cross off 2 trailing zeros like that. And now what we have is we have 8 times 72, and it's going to have 2 trailing zeros. So this is going to work out to 57,600. So now we're going to do the same thing, but now we're going to do this for column B. 20% of 288,000. So for this one, we're going to do 20 over 100 times, and then we have 288,000, which we'll just write out like this, and we could cross off 2 trailing zeros. And now we just have to simplify. This is going to be equal to 57,600. So right away what jumps out is that these two numbers are equal. So we could say that the quantities are equal, definitely choice C. Question 7 is a little bit different than questions 4 and 5. Now we have 18 is in math means equal. 60% is 60 out of 100. Of tells us to multiply what number? That's what we're trying to find. We'll call the mystery number x. And now we could cross off trailing zeros, and we have 18 equals, and we could simplify this fraction to 3 over 5 times x. Now there's a few ways we could close this out, but one thing we could do here is multiply both sides by the reciprocal of the coefficient of x. So we can multiply both sides by 5/3, and that's going to get x by itself. So we could see here 3 over 3 is going to cancel, 5 over 5 is going to cancel, and now we just have to simplify this. X is equal to 18 divided by 3 is 6, and then we have 6 times 5 is equal to 30. So x equals 30, that's our mystery number. Choice C is our answer. Okay, well this is going to conclude this video on percents. If this video was helpful, please like and subscribe. It really helps me grow the channel. And if you got any requests, just leave the topics you want me to cover in the comments section below. And thanks for watching.